in today's troubled times, in the pandemic, people are faced with a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of worry, a lot of sadness. And Ma, how can we deal with such emotions? If you can guide us, please.
Okay. So you want to get straight into negative emotions? But wait a minute, Maadhuri.
Yes. Yes.
Emotions actually is life, isn't it? If there were no
Absolutely, Ma.
emotions, just imagine a life without any emotions. Emotions make
Absolutely,
our life
Ma.
such a splendid thing, I would say. You know,
Right.
it
Right.
brings you love, it brings you joy, it brings you anxiety, it brings you fears, it brings you all the wonderful things of the world. So basically,
Absolutely,
what
Ma.
is emotion? Emotion is nothing but your energy, which is in motion. All right.
Absolutely, Ma.
So we
Lovely.
are constantly creating that flow in our life through this energy which is there within us. And this energy
Absolutely.
takes on, like everything in life, two polarities of the spectrum, either pleasant or unpleasant. So we have so many
Right.
pleasant emotions and so many unpleasant emotions. Now, suppose as we
Absolutely.
start, Maadhuri, if I ask you, can you name some emotions that you know? What are the ones that come to you top of the mind?
Joy, hope, love, excitement, because I'm here with you today.
Lovely. Yes. But see, you got only just about three. Do you know that
Gee.
there are something like 150 and more emotions that exist?
Wow.
So we have
Wow,
like a
Ma.
universe of emotions. And in fact, what I wanted to
Lovely.
show you was that there is a whole chart of emotion. Can you all see it?
Wow. Yes, Ma.
And on this emotional chart, there are mapped so many exciting emotions, ranging from being vulnerable, being awful, being absolutely rejected, to positive things like powerful, accepted, loving, disappointing, which is again a negative one, and so on, energetic. And so, I mean, the flavors of emotion come in so many colors. And it's
Absolutely, Ma.
such a kind of joy to make all these emotions happen in our life. It's like you're an artist
Absolutely.
and you can paint any emotion you want. But what happens
Absolutely.
is we don't paint from within, we paint by looking on the outside.
Right.
So, all the time, whatever happens in our environment, that affects us. And we begin
Right.
to then be at the constant effect of our environment. So if our
Right.
parents approve of something, yay, I mean, happiness, excitement. You know you are a parent. Your
Yes,
children will
Mother.
say that mom has to say yes. And then there is
Yes.
absolute excitement. So you see that
Absolutely.
life is governed from the outside by so many people who make us or break us.
Absolutely, Ma.
And so we have to realize that we need to understand when emotions move from being acceptable, positive, manageable to the state where they become toxic,
Right.
right? When then,
Absolutely, Ma.
yes, they become absolute kind of, I mean, you can't control them then. They're not within any form of inner understanding, control, and they bring you to a level of collapse. And so
Right, Mother.
then, that is the point when you need what we call the detox. We have to release all
Right,
the
Ma.
toxins that we've collected within our system because
Absolutely.
we have emotions that now are affecting our mind and body. You know
Right, Ma.
that there is always a close association between the
Right.
mind, your mental states, and your emotional states.
Right,
right?
Mother.
So now, whenever there is anything that is kind of not agreeing with you, what you do is you go into your box, little inner box
Yes,
that you
Mother.
have. You become defensive and you push
Right,
your
Mother.
emotions down, 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 down. And they then
Absolutely.
impact your lives in different ways, whether it's relationships, whether they affect your body, then whether they affect your mental and thinking states. And they therefore have now become a kind of point where you break down. And so then you have to detox. Like in Chinese medicine or in Ayurveda also, what they do is
Right.
they use the 5 elements of which we are made up of: the
Lovely.
air, water, fire, earth, and ether. And these elements are
Lovely.
used to heal the body, to heal the emotions. Like an interesting technique which the Chinese have using the fire is whenever there's an emotional problem, they write it down on a piece of paper. And then after writing it down, they twist it and they burn it.
Wow.
So they use the fire to actually let go whatever they were holding back. And
Lovely.
yes, and like in Ayurveda, also you use all the elements, kapha, vata, and all the other elements.
Pitta.
This, yeah, the
Yes.
pitta, absolutely. The same way we also can have a panchakarma of emotional
Lovely.
detox.
Lovely, Mother.
So, what are the panchakarmas of emotional detox? The one thing is, yes, during this coronavirus period, as you said, we've had lots of tensions, lots of anxieties. Every day, new news bombarded by the journalists, and everyone goes into a state of panic. It's like the
Yes, they
danger
do.
button is pushed, and within us, every alarm bell rings. And then you go
Right.
about telling it to 100 others, because till you tell at least 100 people, you will not be at peace. So,
No.
misery loves company.
Right, Mother.
So, you call up people and you're really kind of phoning up everyone about it. And so, you've spread this great black cloud around of fear,
Right.
anxiety, and all possible tension and panic. Now, this is exactly what is happening. So, how do we handle this? Handling this is critical, because otherwise, you may have a physical or mental collapse. In fact, I get so
Right.
many messages all the time from people saying, "Oh, mother, I have a horrible headache. It's my migraine, which is not there for several years, which suddenly come up, or my
Right.
BP has risen suddenly, or some physical symptom or the other, which is
Right.
bringing them down again."
Right, Mother.
So, in this period of time, one thing that we can take advantage of is the Satya meditation.
Right.
It helps you to bring us in balance. It creates within us again the inner confidence to handle any challenge in life. So it makes us brave and it makes us fearless. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Mother.
So fears may come, but as I said, like clouds, fears will disappear also, because your inner energy will immediately go there to heal it. And so you realize that within you, you have all the powers to heal yourself. So you need not
Lovely.
rush to a psychiatrist or
No.
immediately to a counselor, but look
No.
within for all the answers. Another quick fix which helps really is definitely breathing deeply. Breathing in a
Right.
relaxed way, all the different pranayama techniques that we have, that also helps to relieve all these negative emotions which you need to detox. So that is the second
Absolutely, Mother.
technique you can use. And of course, yoga, because movement of the body is so important. See, when you are in a
Right.
state of toxic emotions, there are so many chemical changes that take place in the body, in the endocrine system.
Yes.
Hormones which are affecting our body, like the cortisol, for instance. You must be knowing all of them,
Right.
Madhuri, yes.
Right.
All
Right.
right. So all the cortisols, the adrenotrophic hormones, and of course, you
Yes.
have the endocrine system with adrenaline affecting the kidneys.
Yes.
So when you're very frightened, what do? You're constantly running to the loo, all right?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
there's an overactivity of your adrenaline, which is the hormone
Yes, Mother.
for the kidneys. And so on, there is this such a delicate balance that is there between the mind and the body. And so we have to balance both the mind as well as the body. And Madhuri, now you
Absolutely.
tell us some of the techniques for detoxing the body as well. As a nutritionist, I'm
Yes, Mother.
sure you do that all the time and recommend so
Yes,
many
Mother.
strategies which are coping strategies for
Yes.
people.